Next on the Chris Sims Top 40 Quarterback Countdown, a quarterback who took a huge leap in large part due to the fact that he actually had an NFL head coach in his second season. Out was Urban Meyer, who never should have been there in the first place. In, Doug Peterson and Trevor Lawrence. All the way up, Chris, to number 6, the Jaguars. Man, this is the highest any Jaguars quarterback has ever been on your list, due in part to the first several were all Blake Bortles, who couldn't get higher than 60. Now you got a guy at 6.
Yeah. Well, this guy's the man here, all right? I mean, I want to swear my headline would be an effing specimen who has it all, and it's all coming together, so watch out. I mean, this is what I mean, Mike. I mean, watch some of these throws. You know, one here, I mean, first off, the quick release. We're talking about one of the quickest releases in football. And then, you know, got to the point here where you talk about backyard play. Oh, it's real. The dude can get outside of the pocket and make throws that only the special ones in the game can. He has the ability to be surgical or go, hey, guys, jump on my back. It's all good. I'll make it happen right here, right? And then, of course, there's great leadership and confidence here. Oh, yeah, hey, we're only, getting our asses beat in the wild card game, but no worries. Trevor Lawrence is here. He won't be phased. He won't blink. Oh, hey, getting the right audible. You can see how coachable he is. He understands things. Doug Peterson talked to us about this at the Combine, about how next level this was. It's just this is where he turned the corner after that London game against the Broncos where he missed a few throws, Mike. His play went into another stratosphere as far as clutchness, high-level throws, high-level decisions, taking over games, and he learned how to control his fastball, Mike. That was the big thing, too. He could really let it go and paint corners and hit the edges and, hit the bullseye on the edge of the bullseye. That's where he really got special this year. And, yeah, I'd say watch out for Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars offense.
And Lawrence said it himself after the Jaguars turned it around last year. It was that Broncos game. He said, it was a turning point. I'll never forget how I felt in that locker room because I never want to feel like that anymore. I'm going to start taking care of the ball. I just want to be the player I know I can be, and I think it kind of flipped a switch in me, and that switch was flipped. And the guy just looks like a superstar.
Yes.
He looks like, every once in a while I'll say, man, that guy looks like he was built in a lab, and I mean it in a bad way, like Frankenstein's lab. This guy looks like he was fashioned out of granite. He's got the giant Takeo Spike's neck. He can do it all, and like you said, we're just scratching the surface on what he can do. I think both he and Jalen Hurts have a ceiling that's out there that is going to thrust them. Like right now we say Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, but one or both of those two is going to make it a little uncomfortable for the top 3.
Yeah, we're kind of in a pretty special era here. I know we're through we're in the talk about the top 7 quarterbacks. You go, damn, they're I know we're not going to get into the rest of these guys today, but they're young, they're talented, they're in their prime. And for like a guy, Trevor Lawrence, you look at him, it's a game-changing arm. You talked about the specimen. As I've said about a few guys in this whole list, he's one of a few in the league that can throw over the line of scrimmage with people in his chest, in his face, and still go, oh, no, I see Evan Ingram 10 yards down the middle. It doesn't matter. I can throw over you and raise my arm. That's where he's really good. Now, I think the next level for this guy is just like total ownership of the offense. I think you're going to see more of what we saw like in the playoff game against the Chargers. They're going to get him more at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get them in the right plays. And I think you're just going to see more special moments where, we forget, like, he threw a ball in the divisional playoff game 65 yards in the air that hit Christian Kirk right here on the 4-yard line. And if he catches that ball, that game was going to be very, very interesting. They're extremely talented, and he's extremely talented, and the Jaguars are going to be a force in the AFC.
And they're still flying under the radar because we're just like the Bengals. It took us a while to come to terms with the fact that you see that uniform, and there's a good team inside that uniform. The Jaguars are going through that now, too. Even though they had that 2017 season where they almost got to the Super Bowl. That was back when they wore those awful two-tone helmets. But now you see the Jaguars, and you need to take them seriously. And I'm looking at this array of weapons he has. It really is.
Yeah. You've
got Calvin Ridley now, who came over from Atlanta and has been reinstated following the gambling suspension. He was on track to be a great receiver. Christian Kirk lived up to the money he got. Zay Jones is there. Evan Ingram still hanging around under the franchise tag. Travis Etienne at running back. And you know what? All due respect to the other guys they have, and I know they've got several other running backs, it just kind of occurred to me, man, if Dalvin Cook's looking for a place where he can go play for a contender and be a nice compliment and extend his career and not be the guy, I mean, you could balance it out with Etienne. That would get a lot of people's attention if all of a sudden Dalvin Cook's wearing Jaguars.
It would. You know, that might be one where he'd go, wait, I got to take a little too much of a backseat to this guy. I don't know if I want that one. I think Etienne, he got it going there towards the end of the year last year where you start to go, ooh, watch out for him, right? But you're saying it right. It's a special group they got here, and they got O-line to go with it. They do, and a defense to go along with it too. You know, the one thing with Trevor Lawrence, I just go, it's whatever he wants. Trevor Lawrence has the type of talent to be the number one quarterback on my list at one day. You know, it's little things about his game that got to improve. It's like, oh, wait, I know it's this coverage, right? Don't sit on this read so long, right? Just get off of it. You know, kind of look over there to move the defense and boom, go there. You know that's the right thing to do. It's little things. It's very coachable things for him to take that next step, and that's where I'm excited for Trevor Lawrence.
And from a business standpoint, it's happening at the perfect time for the Jaguars because they are commencing the process of trying to shake roughly $1 billion in taxpayer money for this stadium renovation. Helps to have a good team around. Helps to have a Trevor Lawrence around. Helps to have a lot of great players around. Makes folks a lot more willing to do everything they can to prevent a relocation to London because that is the obvious or else that doesn't even have to be uttered by the Jaguars. They're going to get what they want if this team keeps playing the way that it is and if Trevor Lawrence keeps developing the way that he has. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.